All right, my dears. So the last couple days we've been working on our Viking Longship, and today, trying to smooth out the little bumps. Today we learned about middle ground, foreground, and foreground. So actually it's background, middle ground, foreground. Okay. So what we need to do first is draw in our horizon line. And I like to draw it to where it's behind the ship a little bit, but not to where I'm drawing through it. So when you draw your horizon line, try not to draw through your details that you've created on your Viking ship here. Okay. So I put my horizon line in. Try to keep it pretty straight. If it's not perfect, it's all right. We'll learn more about that later. And now we want to make it look like there's a foreground. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and make some simple wavy lines that overlap our ship bottom. Now, overlapping is a really easy way to show depth. And I know I've talked about it before when we did the St. Basil's Cathedral. We talked about it in there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our eraser and we're going to very gently, this is why I told you to draw lightly and that we'd be doing a lot of erasing. Take your eraser and I want you to go in to each of these shapes. And you might have to redraw your waves here and there. But you're going to go into each one of the little wave shapes and you're just going to erase what's there. So then it looks like there's a wave going in front of our boat here, and you no longer see that part inside there. And like I said, sometimes you erase it on accident. You just got to go back and go like that. And then, okay, so that's created some depth. Back here, draw some more waves, maybe a little one back here, so that we know that that's the water. Okay, nothing too fancy. And then in our background, so the middle ground, we've got some here. Background, choose what you want. Some people like to do sunsets, and I usually draw mountains, which you can keep those like simple, easy triangle mountains. I'm going to do a sunset this time because I haven't done that in a while, and I think that that would look nice. So I'm going to do it where there is a huge sunset. So I'm going to draw this. Now we're going to pretend to draw the rest of the circle of the sun and end it right there. So now we have this. That doesn't quite look right. I think it should be more like right here. So you know how I talk about eyeballing and looking at your project? So you got to look at it, and you want to create your picture to look good by looking at it. You really want to be observant to what you're doing. Okay, so that looks a little bit more right. So make sure when you draw a background, you don't draw through the details of your project here. Make sure you draw so like the sun is going in the background. Now, I'm not going to draw all these different layers of color right now. I'm just going to do that. So today, what you need to do is finish up your foreground, your middle ground, and your background. Also, we want to add some more details into the sail. You can draw your sail however you want. I'm going to draw some detail lines that kind of will match and make it look like there's wind. So I'm drawing these curved lines. And you do need to make adjustments every now and then. Like that seems like that's a little bit too deep for those curved lines. So if it feels like it's too deep, like those still might be a little bit too deep. This one looks good. This one, I think I went too far. Yeah, that looks better. So guys, always while you're drawing, make adjustments. And I'm not expecting your stuff to be perfect. Okay? I'm not. I don't want you to think that I'm expecting yours to be perfect or even close to the same, you know, same level as mine. Remember, I've been doing this for a really long time, so I just want to keep encouraging you guys to keep trying and don't give up. And please don't compare your personal best work to mine, because it's going to be different. And don't compare your personal best work to your friend, because, you know, they might be really, really talented in art and you might feel like you're not good enough for it. And I don't want you guys to think that. I want you to think that you can always get better. I'm an art teacher and I know that I can get better at different things. Like, I know that I can always improve. And this is what my job is. So I want you guys to just remember, it's okay if it doesn't look perfect. This is our second project that we've done with a lot of drawing in it. All right, and one of my favorite projects that I'm going to have you guys do for value is the Dragon Eye project. I love that project. It's my favorite one to do. So that one we spend a lot of time, and it's a really long project. So I don't want you to be discouraged about not being able to do something right now. It's always a yet with art. I don't know how to do everything with art yet. I don't know how to draw well yet. So don't give up, guys. Keep trying. Do your best, because I believe that you can always get better. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. I miss you. And I will see you soon.